Chairman. I'm also pleased to welcome our witnesses here today as we again consider airline congestion and consumer services. Since the last subcommittee hearing on this topic, the airline industry has changed dramatically. First, due to the high price of fuel last spring and summer, airlines were forced to make significant capacity cuts at the end of last summer. Second, airlines have been dealing with a steep drop-off in demand, as has the rest of the economy, caused by the current economic downturn. The result has been a dramatically contracted industry. With the contraction of the airline industry, there has been a corresponding decrease in delays across the national airspace system. According to statistics offered by the Department of Transportation's Office of Inspector General, delays nationwide have decreased an average of 19%. Almost every statistical metric collected by the Department portrays an industry with better on-time performance and customer satisfaction. However, it's my understanding that the nation's busiest airports, the hubs of the air transportation network, have not seen as dramatic a decrease in traffic nor the corresponding reduction in delays. I'm interested in hearing from the Inspector General about what steps the FAA is taking to address these persistent choke points. Last year, the FAA identified 77 initiatives that, in conjunction with the New York Airspace Redesign Project, would help unlock the New York airspace. I'm interested in hearing about the FAA's progress in implementing these initiatives, as well as the Inspector General's assessment of whether or not these initiatives effectively address congestion problems. Also interested in hearing about the progress of the Department of Transportation's rulemaking now underway to address consumer protections. Last Congress, this subcommittee worked in a bipartisan fashion to address consumer protections in the FAA reauthorization bill. Pleased that those provisions are a part of the reauthorization bill to be considered on the floor this very week. We all understand that weather is the wild card factor in aviation, and there's not much we can do about it. But there are improvements that can be made in the near term to help avoid frustrating delays. We're witnessing a system in desperate need of new advanced technologies in the air and increased capacity on the ground. If history is any guide, passenger demand and increased traffic will rebound with the economy, and the FAA must use the lull as an opportunity to get ahead of the next crisis. While NextGen will offer some efficiencies, it alone will not solve congestion. Initiatives undertaken by the stakeholders to address this dilemma sooner rather than later are critical to get out of this problem so that we may prevent future aviation travel problems. Both the government and industry witnesses will provide an update on the initiatives they have implemented since our last hearing on this topic, and I'm also interested in hearing exactly what impact they predict these efforts will have on the traveling public this summer. With that, I thank the Chairman and look forward to witness this testimony.